Good afternoon, Year 10 pupils and parents that are watching this. This is the introduction to the stage for the Year 10 option process. So basically what I would like to do is just give you some basic information at the moment in terms of how this process will evolve, how we manufacture the process to get the choices made by the pupils and get the information from the pupils. Initially what we have is we will have information about the various pathways that will go out. And that information is fairly standard year on year. This allows the pupils to study their core subjects of English, mathematics, religion, PE, which would be non-examination. They would have a careers lesson and they would have a form period. What we are in the process of trying to get started now is this process of allowing your son to choose the option subjects that they will undertake during year 11 and year 12. So at the moment what we are proposing is that we will have 3 educational pathways within the school. We will have a pathway that will allow your son to study 9 GCSE or level 2 equivalents. We will also have a second pathway where your son will engage with GCSEs and vocational studies. And then the third pathway, which is a pathway that will be based entirely on vocational subjects with GCSE English and mathematics built into that curriculum that they will follow. So that's basically what we are trying to do here. And what I would say at the offset is that no matter what pathway your son undertakes, your son will be leaving here with a minimum of 8 GCSE or level 2 equivalences. If they go for the pathway that is predominantly GCSE, they will be leaving here with 9. But the purpose of this presentation now is to help you in that informed decision process. What do you need to do to get to the point where I have the information that I can structure and create the curriculum for your son next year? The first stage of this is that your son will have to fill in a form that will give me initial trawling information. This form that your son will receive in a variety of formats. It can be picked up on our website, it can be picked up on our Facebook page, or it can be picked up in Microsoft Teams. And failing, if you can't access any of those 3 mechanisms, simply ring the school and I will send the initial trawl form out by post or email to yourself. On that trawl form, it's important that you look at every subject that is there. You must indicate your 4 choices, and I would ask as well that you give me a potential reserve choice subject as well. What this allows me to do in the initial planning is to identify any subjects, for example, that have massively reduced in terms of interest. So for example, if a subject has less than 8 pupils indicating that they want to undertake that subject, I will not offer that subject next year. The Department of Education recommends that we have a minimum of 15 students in every subject area. So once the initial trawl has been completed, I will then reissue your son with a final option form. And this final option form will have the subjects that we intend offering in the academic year beginning September 21. This form that you receive the second time round, you will then again select the choices that your son wishes to undertake. Once you hear and you have an idea about the choices that you want to undertake, it's important that you go off and you do your own research. Go and look at the specifications that are available. Look at the exam boards. Look at the subject choices. Think of the career path that you're looking to engage with long term. That is a vital decision in this process. If you know where you want to be in 5 years' time, take the subjects that will get you there. That is the key in all of this here. Your son undertook CAT tests in years 8 and year 10. And what this information gives me is information about how well your son should perform in individual subjects. That will help me ensure that your son makes the correct decision. I will also engage with subject teachers, form teachers, head of year and head of school, because they know your son best. The school will determine the pathway that your son will undertake. Your son will determine the option subjects, but not the pathway. If you have any questions, feel free to contact the school by telephone or by email. You can get the school on 02871262923, or you can email the school account, the info account, which is on our website, on our Facebook page.